Before you fall in love with a luxury car's price tag, there's a second number waiting for you that almost nobody checks until it's too late, and it can quietly cost more per year than some people's car payments. According to 2026 insurance industry data, luxury vehicles now average roughly 40% more to insure than mainstream cars, and at the very top of that list sit specific models where a single year of coverage can run well past $6,000. It's not random either. Every car on this list got there for very specific, very real reasons involving repair costs, theft rates, and raw performance numbers that insurance companies price accordingly. Today we're counting down 7 luxury cars carrying some of the most jaw-dropping insurance premiums in 2026, breaking down exactly why each one costs what it does. Let's start the countdown from number 7. Number 7. Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe. Starting the countdown at number 7 is the Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe, a vehicle that blends SUV practicality with a sloped, coupe-inspired roofline, and one that consistently lands among the more expensive luxury vehicles to insure according to 2026 rate data. The core reason comes down to repair complexity rather than raw performance, since the GLE Coupe is packed with advanced technology that dramatically increases the cost of even routine collision repairs. A single park assist camera replacement on this vehicle averages close to $2,000 on its own, and that's before factoring in the radar sensors, adaptive suspension components, and driver assistance hardware embedded throughout the body panels, all of which need recalibration by specially trained technicians after even a minor fender bender. Because Mercedes uses proprietary parts and requires dealer-level diagnostic equipment for much of this technology, independent body shops often can't perform the work, forcing insurers to route claims through significantly more expensive dealer service centers. The GLE Coupe's air suspension system, which delivers a genuinely smooth, floating ride quality that owners love, becomes a major cost factor the moment it's involved in any kind of collision, since these systems are notoriously expensive to repair or replace compared to traditional steel spring setups. Beyond collision costs, the GLE Coupe's higher curb weight and elevated ride height also factor into how insurers assess crash severity risk in accidents involving smaller vehicles, which can push liability premiums upward as well. None of this means the GLE Coupe is a bad vehicle to own, since it remains one of the most genuinely comfortable and technologically advanced SUVs in its class. But buyers need to budget for insurance costs that can easily run $3,000 to $4,000 annually or more, depending on driving record and location. For anyone cross-shopping this vehicle, getting an actual insurance quote before signing the purchase paperwork isn't optional. It's essential, since the ownership cost gap between this and a comparable non-coupe SUV can be genuinely significant. Number 6. BMW X7. At number 6 is the BMW X7, the largest and most expensive SUV in BMW's entire lineup, and a vehicle that consistently ranks as the priciest luxury SUV to insure according to 2026 industry rate analysis, averaging around $320 a month for full coverage. Several factors stack together to push this number so high. First, the X7's sheer size and weight mean higher replacement value and more expensive body panels, since even a moderate collision can require replacing large, complex sections of the vehicle structure. Second, this SUV comes loaded with BMW's most advanced driver assistance technology, including radar-based active cruise control, a full suite of camera-based parking sensors, and available night vision systems, all of which add enormous cost to post-accident recalibration and repair, since these systems require precise sensor alignment that only trained technicians with specialized equipment can perform correctly. Third, and often overlooked, the X7's popularity among buyers who option it with BMW's most powerful engines, including the twin-turbo inline-six and available V8 in the M60i trim, means insurers factor in a genuinely higher horsepower-to-weight profile than a typical family SUV, even though most buyers never drive it aggressively. There's also a theft risk component at play, since large luxury SUVs like the X7 remain popular targets for organized theft rings specifically because their parts, from wheels to infotainment modules to catalytic converters, carry significant resale value on the black market. All of this combines into an insurance bill that can genuinely rival a car payment on a mainstream vehicle, which catches many buyers off guard since they budgeted carefully for the purchase price, but never factored in ongoing coverage costs at this level. For a buyer who wants the full-size luxury SUV experience with 3 rows of genuinely spacious seating, the X7 remains an excellent vehicle. But going in with clear eyes about the true annual cost of ownership, insurance included, prevents an unpleasant surprise down the road. Number 5. Audi e-tron GT. Coming in at number 5 is the Audi e-tron GT, a stunning electric grand tourer that lands among the most expensive vehicles to insure in all of 2026, with average annual premiums exceeding $6,400 according to current industry data. The reasons here are distinctly different from a traditional gasoline luxury car, and they center almost entirely on the unique cost structure of electric vehicle ownership. The battery pack itself represents an enormous portion of this car's total value, and in the event of even moderate collision damage that compromises the battery housing, insurers often have no choice but to replace the entire pack rather than repair it, a single component that can cost tens of thousands of dollars on its own. Beyond the battery, the e-tron GT's aluminum-intensive body construction, shared with the related Porsche Taycan, requires specialized welding and repair techniques that most general body shops simply aren't equipped to handle, forcing repairs through a smaller network of certified specialists who charge accordingly for their expertise. Electric vehicles as a category also tend to carry higher premiums industry-wide right now simply because insurers have less historical claims data to work with compared to decades of accumulated information on gasoline vehicles, meaning actuaries price in extra caution until long-term repair and claim patterns become clearer. Performance factors into this equation too, since the e-tron GT's dual-motor setup delivers genuinely supercar rivaling acceleration in its RS trim, a performance profile that insurers weight heavily regardless of how conservatively any individual owner actually drives. Combine a 6-figure replacement value, specialized repair requirements, immature EV claims data, and genuine performance capability, and you get one of the highest premium luxury vehicles on the market today. For a buyer drawn to the e-tron GT's genuinely thrilling combination of electric efficiency and Porsche-derived driving dynamics, budgeting realistically for insurance from day one is essential to avoid a very unwelcome first-year cost surprise. Number 4. Porsche 911 Turbo. At number 4 is the Porsche 911 Turbo, a car whose very name has become shorthand for serious performance, and one that insurers price accordingly with some of the steepest premiums in the entire sports car segment. The core driver behind this car's insurance cost is almost entirely about raw capability, since the 911 Turbo delivers acceleration and top speed figures that place it firmly in supercar territory, with a twin-turbocharged flat-6 engine and standard all-wheel drive that allows this car to launch from a stop with genuinely startling force. Insurers build actuarial models around exactly this kind of performance profile, since statistically, vehicles capable of these acceleration figures carry measurably higher accident severity risk even when driven by careful, experienced owners, simply because the physics of a high-speed collision scale up dramatically compared to a mainstream sedan. Beyond raw performance, the 911 Turbo's replacement cost sits well into 6 figures for top trims and Porsche's precision-engineered components, from its advanced all-wheel drive system to its carbon ceramic brake options, cost significantly more to repair or replace than equivalent parts on a mainstream performance car. Theft risk plays a meaningful role here as well, since the 911 nameplate remains one of the most recognizable and desirable targets for organized vehicle theft rings worldwide, and Porsche's own parts carry substantial resale value on both legitimate and illegitimate secondary markets. There's also a demographic factor insurers quietly build into their models, since 911 Turbo ownership skews toward buyers who, statistically, are more likely to explore the car's performance envelope on track days or spirited backroad drives, even if any individual owner never does so themselves. All of these factors compound into an insurance premium that can genuinely rival the monthly payment on the car itself for younger or higher-risk drivers. For an enthusiast who wants genuine supercar performance wrapped in Porsche's legendary everyday usability, the 911 Turbo remains an incredible ownership experience, But the insurance bill needs to be part of that decision from the very beginning, not an afterthought discovered after the purchase paperwork is already signed. Number 3. BMW M5. At number 3 is the BMW M5, the high-performance flagship of BMW's mid-size sedan lineup, and a car that lands among the most expensive vehicles to insure in America according to 2026 rate data, with average annual premiums crossing $6,500. The M5's insurance profile comes down to a genuinely potent combination of factors that insurers weigh heavily. Under the hood sits a twin-turbocharged V8 producing well over 600 horsepower in current trims, delivering acceleration figures that comfortably outrun many dedicated sports cars, despite the M5 carrying 4 doors and a genuinely usable backseat. And that dramatic power-to-practicality ratio is exactly the kind of profile insurance actuaries flag as higher risk, since the car looks and feels like a family sedan while performing like something far more dangerous in inexperienced hands. Repair costs compound the problem significantly, since the M5's performance-tuned suspension, carbon fiber body panels on certain trims, and specialized M-Division engine components all require BMW-certified technicians and genuine parts that cost considerably more than standard 5 Series components. Meaning even a moderate collision repair bill on an M5 can run dramatically higher than on the standard sedan it's based on. Theft risk factors in here too, since the M5 badge carries serious desirability both for legitimate buyers and for organized theft operations targeting high-value performance parts and the vehicle's sophisticated onboard electronics. Insurance companies also factor in claims history data specific to the M5 nameplate, and years of accumulated statistics show this car involved in a higher proportion of at-fault accidents compared to the standard 5 Series, a pattern insurers price directly into the premium regardless of any individual driver's actual record. For a buyer who wants genuine supercar rivaling performance in a daily drivable sedan body, the M5 delivers an unmatched experience. But the insurance premium needs to be treated as a real, ongoing cost of ownership rather than a minor afterthought. Number 2. BMW M8 Grand Coupe. Coming in at number 2 is the BMW M8 Grand Coupe, currently sitting as the single most expensive mainstream luxury vehicle to insure in all of 2026, with average annual premiums reaching $6,744 according to the latest industry rate data. This car essentially represents the absolute peak of everything that drives insurance costs upward in the BMW lineup, combined into one genuinely spectacular 4-door coupe. The M8 Grand Coupe shares its twin-turbocharged V8 with the M5, but wraps it in BMW's most aggressive M-Division chassis tuning, delivering acceleration and handling figures that place this car firmly in genuine exotic supercar territory despite its 4-door practicality. A combination insurers treat as an especially high-risk profile precisely because it removes the practical barrier that normally limits how many buyers seek out this level of performance. Repair costs on this vehicle are genuinely extreme, since the M8 Grand Coupe uses extensive carbon fiber reinforced body components, a bespoke M-Division suspension system, and performance brake packages that require specialized BMW M-certified service centers, meaning even routine maintenance costs considerably more than a standard 8 Series, let alone a full collision repair. The car's replacement value sits comfortably above $100,000 in well-optioned trims, and insurers price coverage directly against that replacement cost, since a total loss claim on this vehicle represents a genuinely massive payout compared to almost anything else on the road. Theft risk compounds the equation further, since the M8 badge is instantly recognizable and highly desirable, making it a frequent target both for joyriding theft and for organized rings specifically targeting high-value performance components. When you combine supercar-level performance, 6-figure replacement value, specialized repair requirements, and elevated theft risk into a single vehicle, you get exactly the kind of premium that currently tops America's most expensive luxury cars to insure list, and any serious buyer needs to request a real quote before committing to this purchase. Number 1. Maserati Quattroporte. And the number 1 spot, The single most expensive vehicle to insure across the entire American market in 2026, according to comprehensive industry data, belongs to the Maserati Quattroporte, with average annual premiums reaching an eye-watering $7,090. This genuinely stunning Italian flagship sedan combines nearly every insurance cost driver on this entire list into one vehicle, which is exactly why it claims the top spot. The Quattroporte's twin-turbocharged engine, sourced through Maserati's Ferrari-linked engineering heritage, delivers genuinely thrilling performance figures that insurers weight heavily. But the bigger cost driver is actually Maserati's notoriously limited dealer and parts network across the United States, meaning replacement components often need to be specially ordered and shipped, driving up both repair timelines and costs far beyond what a BMW or Mercedes owner would experience for comparable damage. Maserati as a brand has also historically struggled with a reputation for inconsistent long-term reliability, and insurers factor accumulated claims history directly into their actuarial models, meaning years of data showing higher than average mechanical and electrical claim frequency on Maserati vehicles pushes premiums upward independent of any individual car's actual condition. The Quattroporte's hand-finished Italian leather interior, bespoke trim options, and low-volume production numbers mean that even interior repairs following an accident can require sourcing materials that simply aren't stocked at standard body shops, extending both repair timelines and costs significantly. Add in a replacement value that comfortably exceeds $100,000 on well-optioned examples, combined with elevated theft interest specifically because Quattroporte parts are genuinely difficult to source through normal channels and therefore command premium prices on secondary markets, and every single factor stacks in the same expensive direction at once. This is precisely why the Quattroporte, despite offering one of the most distinctive and genuinely special ownership experiences in the entire luxury sedan segment, currently holds the unfortunate distinction of being America's single most expensive vehicle to insure, and any prospective buyer needs to treat that number as seriously as the purchase price itself before signing anything. That's the countdown. 7 luxury vehicles where the sticker price is genuinely only half the story, and the insurance bill waiting on the other side can catch even experienced buyers off guard. The real lesson here is simple. Before you fall in love with any luxury car, get an actual insurance quote first, because the gap between these 7 and their more affordable luxury counterparts can run into thousands of dollars every single year. Let me know in the comments which one of these 7 surprised you the most. And if you want to see the luxury cars that deliver the exact opposite, genuinely low insurance costs without sacrificing prestige, subscribe and turn on notifications so you catch that video the moment it drops. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.